did it. We're recording. I did it this time.
Hey, welcome back, everyone.
I'm running the show.
This is Breakroom BS, and that's Dave.
I'm Dave.
He's
Gable.
Gable.
I'm not good at introducing. Hey, talk louder. We just started. You're already being a little bitch.
I'm not talking loud.
Oh, yeah. He scared me just now. Yeah, we're here for a super quick, because WWE doesn't deserve much of our time. A super quick. How long has it been since we did a WWE one, dude?
69 years.
Wow, we're old, man.
I think. What was the last pay-per-view?
We didn't do a. I don't know. We didn't do a Royal Rumble one.
Okay, so what was before that? Survivor Series? Probably Survivor Series.
Did we do Survivor Series?
Probably.
I don't think we did.
I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did. Fuck you.
I remember typing the word Survivor Series.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, okay, so we're gonna get this over with.
SummerSlam.
We're gonna get this over with.
WrestleMania 34.
We are doing Elimination Chamber. WWE Elimination Chamber 2019. This was from February 17th. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, I guess it is. All right.
Wait, no, today's... Wait, no, yeah.
I know what I'm fucking talking about, motherfucker. All right, so Gable did not see any of this.
No.
This is all new to Gable.
Except I saw like two or three GIFs online of various moments.
I hate when people call them GIFs.
Yeah.
That annoys me.
Apparently the creator of them calls them GIFs too.
Yeah, well, he can go fuck himself.
Yeah, he's not really worth my time.
No, mine either. Okay, so fair warning here. I did not go through these notes after making them, which I normally do to make sure there's nothing fucked up.
Man, you're really Gabling it today.
I am. So, no, if I was Gable, I'd have 3 notes. So I...
That's true.
So I may make a mistake here and there. Okay.
40-minute match, 2 notes.
First up, we have the pre-show match with Buddy Murphy, who is the champ, versus Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Nothing says recognition for your Cruiserweight division like being on the pre-show for your main title belt.
Okay, so there's a really cool spot here where Murphy's outside. Tozawa does a dive through the ropes. Right, picture this. He does a dive through the ropes, and Murphy catches him in a suplexing position without Tozawa even touching the ground.
Wait, who's the other one?
Murphy and Tozawa.
Tozawa
dives through the ropes. Murphy catches his head basically like this under his arms and gives him a suplex.
You said like this. What does that mean?
You should be looking at me, asshole.
Yeah, but how are they going to know? It doesn't matter.
Well, they know what I'm describing when I say catches him in a suplex position. I'm trying to...
Oh, because they're not idiots. I am.
Exactly.
All right. So do it.
See, you would know what I'm talking about if you weren't an idiot.
All right.
Catches him with his head underneath his arm like this in a suplex position. Catches him and suplexes him from a dive. It's really cool. I've never seen it.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. I have the word ugly in here. That must be for the Nia Jax spot. Let's see here. In the middle of this match, they go back to the... Okay, this was really dumb. Right in the middle of this Cruiserweight Championship match, they go to the back and they interview the New Day in a split screen. WWE is fucking stupid.
Wait. This is during what?
This match.
During the match.
You're confused because you're like, why would they do something so dumb? But they did.
So not only is your Cruiserweight already getting downplayed because it's on the pre-show,
yeah,
but they don't even get full attention during the pre-show because you're going to have an interview with your shitty main roster fucking bullshit.
Yeah, which was a great tie-in. Thank you, Gable, because the New Day are annoying and not funny.
I mean, individually I think they're good, but like I definitely think they've run their course.
Yeah.
Comedy-wise.
So back to the match here.
Time to evolve.
Evolve. That's a promotion.
Wrestling promotion that's associated with the WWE.
Okay, so back to the match here. Murphy is standing on the second turnbuckle, okay? He's holding Tozawa basically above his head like this. Like he's what's that called where they do the board thing that they used to do? You know, where they go flat?
Planking.
Basically, it's like Tozawa is planking on his hands above his head, right? And then he throws him up, catches him, and goes to powerbomb him from the second fucking turnbuckle. And Tozawa reverses it into a Hurricane Rana right in the middle of it. It was really fucking cool.
Did they do crazy shit on that 205 Live?
They do. And somehow it went back to Nia being ugly. Let me go back here. Okay.
Is she even on the pre-show?
No, it's going to like the middle of my notes for some reason when I do that. Okay, at this point in the match, the network got retarded and I couldn't watch the rest of it. This was probably one of the top 2 or 3 best matches on the entire night, so that was cool. I looked at the results and Buddy Murphy won and is still the champ. Okay, now
Buddy Murphy would have won anyway because isn't he Alexa Bliss's thing?
Yeah, he is a winner every night.
Yeah.
It keeps going back to that same ugly spot. Okay, so off to the main show here. So you know how every pay-per-view they have like an opening video package deal, like, oh, Elimination Chamber, blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, I'm imagining the shit spewing out of the screen. Just like when Stan, or no, who was it, Kyle?
It's Stan. Everything, he was what's the word?
Was it nihilistic?
No. He was, what the fuck was it?
Oh boy,
cynical.
Cynical, yeah, he was cynical.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, how you're imagining it isn't bad enough because this opening video package was narrated by the evil voice of the Elimination Chamber itself. This was so dumb, dude.
It just doesn't.
You hear the chamber going, I will test them. They have to go through me. It's this evil, like, I was like, this is so dumb.
That's really dumb.
It was so dumb. I was like, I cannot believe what I was listening to. Okay.
I don't want to hear it anymore.
No.
Do you think that, what type of personality, like, outside of this, do you think the chamber has? Do you think...
I imagine the Elimination Chamber's personality is like Satan from South Park. Like, it puts on his show as being this tough, badass chamber, but then, like, when you're not around, he's just, like, you know, like, has a gay lover
Saddam
or something.
in the ass.
Yeah. That's what I imagine. So, first up, it opens the show with the Women's Tag Team Elimination Chamber match for the first Women's Tag Team Champions of these new belts. The teams are Nia Jax and Tamina, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, Naomi and Carmella.
Who's Tamia? Did you make that up?
No, it's Jimmy Snuka's like daughter or something. Okay, back to the beginning. Nia Jax and Tamina, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, Naomi and Carmella, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, Bayley and Sasha Banks, and the Iconics.
I hope the Iconics win.
Dude, the Iconics are great.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Is Billie Kay the really hot one?
I mean, I think we disagree.
No, Peyton.
Yeah, I think Peyton's a really hot one.
She's the one who talks more, right?
They both talk like a lot.
I wish I had a picture. I'll come back to you guys after our, like, pause break.
They appreciate that.
I know, they care.
We won't have one, but okay. So these women tag titles, right? They're introducing them. Okay. I mean, maybe I missed something because I don't watch Raw or SmackDown.
I think it's Peyton Royce.
Okay, cool.
I'm sticking with that.
Okay, cool. So can I talk?
I'm sorry.
Can I talk? Can you stop interrupting me and wait till a break?
Yes.
Jesus. For fuck's sake. I'm going to do this to you the next show every time you bring up a point.
I'm sorry.
He gave the little puppy dog lip, and now I got to fuck his mouth.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
All right, let me go find where I was now. Thank you. So, as I was saying, maybe I missed something here, because I don't watch Raw and SmackDown, but even if I did, they should have mentioned this during the fucking show. I have no idea how these tag titles are working. Like, there's only one set of belts, okay? Is it like traveling champs that go from show to show? Is it stay on one show? Can the people challenge from one show to the other? I have no idea.
Why bet you at the end they'll explain it?
They didn't.
Well, we'll get there. We're not there yet.
But they didn't.
Well, do your notes, and then at the end of the match, we'll see if you have anything to say.
Okay, cool. So two of the teams in this... I'm going to give you some of the names of these teams, right? So Sasha and Bayley are the Boss and Hug Connection. That's their name.
I don't like this already.
No. And then we have Sonya and Mandy who are Fire and Desire. These are the lamest names I've ever heard.
Does every name have the word "and" in the middle of it?
They're the only two with, like, names. The other ones are just the names of the people. Those are their tag names. You know?
This sounds dumb. And knowing WWE's booking, I think the only ones that had a legitimate chance were the ones that had names. The ones that were given names. Otherwise, why would they get out of the way to give them names?
Yeah, I feel like...
I mean, if it was any other show, I'd be like, oh, maybe the other people have a chance. But it's WWE, where they're super predictable, and they telegraph what the fuck they're going to do all the time.
I wish I had a telegrapher.
Was there truth to what I just said?
Probably. I mean, probably.
Well, you don't think them naming them would have something to indicate who's going to be the first tag team champion?
I mean, you're trying to use logic with an illogical company. Like, who knows what the fuck they're thinking? You know what I mean? Like, you can't really say. It's like
it's like the Joker, totally unpredictable.
Yeah, except dumb. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that Renee Young and Beth Phoenix are the same person because every time like one of them would say something, I know which one it was. There's a pretty cool spot here. I don't care about that note. Okay, the Iconics did a really cool double team pinning combination on Naomi, and then Naomi and Carmella get eliminated. The Iconics are hot. And
how did Corey feel about that?
He was like, "Man, I'm not gonna." He was nothing. He didn't say anything either way. So the Iconics then did their great iconic pose. Like, they're like, Iconics! And like do that pose thing. It's really funny. And they're also really hot too, so that also helps. Jackson and Tamina give the Iconics Samoan drops and pin them. Right before they take the move. This was really weird, and I don't know how I felt about it. I don't know. I was like, that was kind of cool. So like right before Jackson and Tamina give Billy and Peyton these two moves, right? Billy looks like she's about to cry, and she looks at Peyton, just keeps saying "I'm sorry" over and over again, and it seemed like real. Like this wasn't like a funny spot.
Right.
Like she seemed like legitimate, and I was like, this made it seem like really real. It was really weird.
It made you uncomfortable.
I just felt bad for them. I'm like, dude, she's like apologizing to her teammate because they're about to get their asses destroyed. It was really interesting. I think I kind of liked it. I think I kind of liked it. I mean, if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. Or you probably also not paid attention and done something else. One of the two.
What?
I got the Iconics eliminated. That's what that did. Morgan and Logan both give cross bodies off the top of one of the pods. Tamina gives a splash to the Riot Squad. Probably just Ruby Riot. Wait, no.
I guess the Riot Squad would be their tag name.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, that's the name of their stable, so I guess it would be.
They're a stable.
Yeah, she gave a splash to both members of the Riot Squad as an homage to her murdering father and then pins them. The Riot Squad has been eliminated.
You said murdering father.
I mean, Jimmy Snuka did murder that chick, so there's that.
Jimmy Snuka murdered someone.
Yeah. And then Vince just brought up a suitcase of money in court and got him off. True story. Jax runs into a pod and goes right through the glass of it like some kind of fat, obese rhinoceros, but fatter. Hopefully she's legit injured. I don't think she is. Everyone jumps to Mina and they all pin her. The Ugly and Tubbo Goo Connection were eliminated. They had a team name too, I forgot. They were the Ugly and Tubbo Goo Connection.
The Tubbo Goo.
Yeah. Cole said that Mandy Rose's back is all cut up from what she's gone through. I spent the next 2 minutes looking at her back, which looked completely fine, and I was very confused. So then I just moved on after realizing Cole is just a fucking idiot. Bank gets Sonya in
in his defense, it may not have been his fault.
I mean, I saw a barely you know how you scrape your knee and there's not even that bad on her side. I'm like, maybe it was that. I don't know.
I'm still learning how this works. All right. So would it not be out of the realm of possibility to assume Vince is really sell that fall there or whatever she did, really sell that? And
yeah, I mean, that could be.
I guess I have to say this then.
That could very well be.
Okay.
Banks gets Sonya in a modified bank statement, and then she taps. The Hot and Kinda Hot Connection win and are the tag champs. I was thinking this match was going to be way worse than it was.
Hot and Kinda Hot Connection.
But it was okay. I was expecting it to be really bad. Sasha cried in the interview afterwards. I was so surprised because Sasha never cries. Sarcasm.
Sasha
Next up,
wasn't there.
Yes, she was. Next up, we have Miz and Shane McMahon, who are the current tag champs, versus the Usos. The Usos came to the ring.
Wait, Miz, okay.
Yeah, I think it was Jimmy.
They said Vince and Shane McMahon. I'm like, whoa.
What?
I thought you said Vince and Shane McMahon, and you said Miz and then Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to delete all that. So,
delete.
Miz and Maurice announced before the match they are having another baby. And as soon as they did that, I go, he is fucked. They're losing this match. I instantly knew that they were going to lose. Because Vince likes to shit on people, in their hometown, or if there's something good going for him, he likes to shit on them because the crowd thinks they're going to do good. So I knew that they were fucked.
Oh, if you make an announcement to go over with the crowd, then that means that you use that as like the
because
heel- the
everyone,
heel's
yeah,
focal point.
because everyone's like behind the Miz, like, oh man, he's having a baby, that's awesome, Miz. Oh, fuck you, and then he's just done. One of the Usos eventually, there's one spot in here where I think it was Miz. He hit Jimmy Uso over the head with like an alcohol bottle and then just tasered him and then he pinned him, but it didn't quite work. Some people will get that joke.
Hey, I didn't get it.
Did you hear about Jimmy Uso got pulled over and got out of the car and he was like super drunk and they almost tasered him because he wouldn't stop resisting arrest and they arrested him? You hear about this?
No.
Naomi and Jimmy. So basically, what happened was Naomi and Jimmy Uso were in a car. They got pulled over for driving the wrong way down a one-way street. They pull him over. The car reeks of alcohol, so they make him get out. And Jimmy starts like taking his shirt off and shit, and like threatens to like fight the cop. Huh. And he was about to taser him, but I guess Jimmy eventually calmed down, and they just arrested him.
Nice.
And then he posted the bill and got out in time for the pay-per-view.
That was nice of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it At least he didn't murder someone like Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah.
He's
the good Jimmy.
Jimmy Snuka murdered someone.
So one of the Usos eventually gets a surprise pin on The Miz, and the Usos win by pinfall and are the new tag champs. Exciting news.
Wait, is that like something confirmed that he like murdered someone?
Yeah, I mean they reopened the case a couple years ago, but he was like dying of cancer, so they're just like, whatever, he's about to die anyway, and then he died.
Huh. Odd.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of got hung up on that.
You got hung up on
that. But they retained the belt, you said?
Yeah.
Nice.
Next up, we have Bobby Lashley, who's the current Intercontinental Champion, and Leo Rush versus Finn Balor in a handicap match. I slept through this whole match.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah. Balor hits the coup de grace on Rush, and Balor wins and is the new IC champ.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff right there.
Yeah, Charlotte comes out and cuts a promo and is going to watch a women's title match. Who cares? Ronda Rousey, who is the champ, comes out and fights Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's title. Ronda looking like Sonya Blade was kind of cool. I enjoyed her entrance gear because I like Mortal Kombat a lot. So it's kind of cool because she's voicing Sonya Blade, the new game.
Yeah.
So that's why she dressed up as her. There's a great sign in the crowd that someone had that says, "How come no one has an Audi?" That was pretty funny. He had some funny... This dude has some funny signs. He had one later. I can't remember what the fuck it said, but he had some funny fucking signs. Whenever Daniel Bryan came out, he had a sign that said, "Captain Planet, he's our hero." That kind of made me laugh.
I missed that show.
I never watched it. Rousey submits Ruby Riott in like 1 minute, and it is over. So Rousey wins and is still the Raw Women's Champ. Becky then comes in through the crowd on crutches and gets in the ring. It was pretty funny because she's just crutching her way out there.
Is her knee okay?
Yeah, that's why she was on crutches, because she's crutching out to the ring with a knee that's fine. So she came out on crutches because her knee is
When
fine.
did she come back?
So she comes out.
Oh.
I mean, she's going to be in the match at WrestleMania. They're just going to put her back in it.
She's fine.
So she comes out, and I immediately noticed this. I'm like, okay, so she's suspended. She's not supposed to be there, which is why she came through the crowd. She, comes over the barrier and in the ring, and no one's doing anything. I'm like, why is the security doing something if this woman is suspended? But whatever. I guess, she's on crutches. We're not allowed to touch her. So she gets in the ring, and then she's limping around and just beats the shit out of Charlotte with a crutch, which was kind of funny. And then Rousey goes to, attack Charlotte, and then Becky starts beating the shit out of Rousey as well with the crutch. So she just beats them both up and just leaves them both laying. And I can't believe WWE is actually doing something right. They are doing this angle completely right, and it's very shocking. Very shocking how they're doing it. They're making people hate Charlotte a lot, and they're making people love Becky more and more. It's very surprising they're not fucking it up. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Was someone ringing the bell frantically while the attacking was going on afterwards?
That Ring of Honor show, the last one, they were doing it, and it was making me so mad they were doing it so much on one of the matches.
Really?
I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. But, I can't remember. Probably.
No, I don't think they did. For my understanding, they don't do that in WWE at all anymore.
Really?
So someone was saying I miss when WWE used to do this on the squared circle. I mean, I don't watch it now, but that's what I hear. That's what I hear. And someone was like, "Go watch New Japan. They do it all the time."
A lot.
All the time.
Next up, we have Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman in a no DQ match. I could give a fucking shit about this match. McIntyre and Lashley come down and jump Strowman with chairs. And then they set up they grab two of the big ring steps. The big ones on the bottom. You know
the hefty boys.
Yeah.
The steel boys.
They put them next to each other. Take two tables and stack them on top of each other. And all three of them triple powerbomb Strowman off the steps through the two tables. And then Corbin wins by pinfall.
Corbin wins by coup de grace.
So keep this in mind. Now, do you remember why? You probably didn't know any of this because you don't really follow WWE, but do you remember that it was supposed to be Strowman versus Lesnar at Royal Rumble, and they changed it to Balor versus Lesnar?
Yes.
You remember the reason why they did that?
Because AEW.
Because Vince didn't want Strowman to get pinned here, and he didn't want him to make him look weak.
Oh.
So what happens a month later? He gets pinned by Baron fucking Corbin. Vince is an idiot. Baron Corbin pinned him.
Dude, Baron Corbin's doesn't he get pinned all the time?
He sucks.
Yeah.
Vince is an idiot. Next up, we have the greatest moment of the night. I already told you about this.
Does that mean he just thinks Finn Balor is really weak then? And he's like, oh, Baron Corbin, he's so big. Oh, let me touch his muscles. Oh.
I think Vince actually jerks off to men.
The big men.
Yeah.
Big guys.
Yeah. That's probably why what's his name went home.
Is my phone still recording? Who?
Lars Sullivan, because he showed him, Vince started touching him and shit. And he's like, I can't handle this. So he had to go home.
He got in the room, and Vince is like, unbutton your shirt.
He's like, you need some baby oil there, fella? You need some baby oil, pal?
And he's unbuttoning his shirt while crying.
Yeah. And then Lars like, I don't use baby oil. He's like, you do now, pal. And starts dumping it all over him. And he's like, let me baby oil up your cock for you. He's like, they're not going to see my cock, Vince. He's like, I'm going to see it, pal. And starts baby oil in his cock.
Your Vince impression's pretty fun.
Oh, thanks. I kind of stole that from a number of sources.
It reminded me of when I listened to the XFL podcast with Pritchard. His impression.
Yeah, that's probably one of them.
Yeah.
Definitely one of them, if not the main one.
All right, where are we at now?
The best moment of the entire show. Lacey Evans' music hits and she comes out. She walks to the bottom of the ramp, and then she walks back up the ramp and leaves. What the fuck?
Did she say anything?
No. She didn't say a word. Her music played the whole time. Her music plays, she walks to the bottom of the ramp, walks back up, and before she can even get through the entrance to leave, a commercial comes on, and then you come back and there's no mention of this at all the rest of the show. Nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? What the hell is going on here?
It's like in a video game where you hit end match and then everyone has to walk back to the locker room. I don't think there's a part where they do that, but it's it's kind of like what happened. That's the only explanation.
Did you ever see the clip of one of the Bushwhackers coming into the Royal Rumble? And you know who the Bushwhackers are? They were the guys that would walk like this down in the ring.
Oh, dude, they walk like he walks like this. He walks with his arms to the side.
Yeah. But so they walk down like this, right? He walks down in the ring, gets in the ring for the Royal Rumble, gets eliminated, turns around, and walks right back up the ramp. Really funny. It reminded me of that because she walked down, turned around, and walked up. Except she wasn't doing the thing with her arms. But yeah, so there was that. And then apparently also at some point here, Kevin Owens had a segment which I completely missed. I don't know how, but I did. So there's that.
What was the segment about?
Something about him with pizza? I don't fucking know.
Dude, I want pizza.
Yeah, pizza is tasty, isn't it?
It's the cheese. The cheese really makes it. The gooey cheese. The gooey cheese.
Yeah.
Just all gooed up and cheesy and
I
stuff.
bet Vince would eat that gooey cheese right off of Lars Sullivan's ass crack. Right off of his ass neck. Show me that ass neck, pal. Come on.
Oh, this is why we don't get very many sponsors.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to get a sponsor from Domino's. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Domino's. Enjoy that ass neck.
Enjoy that ass neck pizza. All right. Now we have our main event. You ready for the main event?
Sure, I guess.
The current champion, Daniel Bryan, versus Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Samoa Joe in an Elimination Chamber match.
Wait, I just like to add, what happened to that dude that they were pushing from 205 Live? Did they give up on that?
He got injured. He was supposed to be in that gauntlet match they just had, but Kofi Kingston had to take his place because he got injured. He was also supposed to be in this match, which is why Kofi was in it instead. So he got injured, unfortunately. That's why he wasn't in it.
His name is Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali, yeah. All right, so AJ hits the phenomenal forearm on Joe, and Joe is eliminated. First one out because we can't push Joe, which I don't care because I don't like Samoa Joe. Anyway.
Maybe he'll leave.
I wouldn't be surprised. He can go to fucking AEW. He'll get a huge push in AEW.
He's done so many years, on not WWE. Like, why?
Ring of Honor, TNA, yeah.
Do you think he'd just take the paycheck and not care at this point?
Maybe. I mean, dude, I'm pretty sure he holds the record, or maybe he did for either longest reigning champ. I think it has the most cumulative days as the champ in Ring of Honor. So he was a main eventer in Ring of Honor.
He's probably
a main eventer in TNA.
He probably finally went to WWE just to be done and take that better money.
To get all the money and then retire.
Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it's less likely that he'll move anywhere else at this point.
This is true. If that's the case.
If that is the case, yeah. Right.
So at one point here, AJ is laying across the top turnbuckle. Picture this. He's laying across the turnbuckle in the corner, okay? Just laying on it, all right?
Like there's the turnbuckle and he's that way.
Yeah, he's laying on it. Hardy comes off the top of one of the pods and gives him a swan tom while he's laying on the turnbuckle. It's really cool. Really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Brian hits a running knee to Hardy and pins him. Jeff Hardy is eliminated.
It sounds like it could go wrong, really easily.
Yeah. They didn't, though, luckily.
Yeah.
Hardy did not die. AJ goes for a phenomenal forearm, and Orton hits him with an RKO and pins him. AJ Styles is eliminated. Kofi hits Trouble in Paradise on Orton and pins him. Randy Orton is eliminated. We are now down to Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan. At this point, the crowd is going crazy for Kofi, chanting for him, wanting him to win. And all I could think of was, what a bunch of fucking idiots. He literally has zero chance of winning the title here.
Yeah, I can't see him taking, pinning him. I just can't see him winning. I really can't.
Nope.
I don't watch WWE right now, but I know enough to know that Kofi Kingston is not, at the top card level right now.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm how can anyone think he's going to win? How are people thinking this? I don't know. He's not only is he Kofi Kingston, so he won't win. They just made this new fucking title for Daniel Bryan 3 weeks ago. They're not going to make a new fucking belt for him just to have him lose it and get rid of it 3 weeks later.
Oh, I didn't even think about
come
that.
On.
You're smart.
Come on, people. Come on now. Kofi misses a splash off the top of the pod, and Bryan hits a running knee, and Daniel Bryan wins by pinfall, and is still the champ. Still the champ. I guess the only possibility would be if Kofi did win it, and then Daniel Bryan just won it back a week or two later, and he still kept that belt. But why would Kofi keep that stupid belt? I guess they make some jokes about how they like weed or something. I don't know. It's made out of hemp. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall the show was better than I thought it would be, but it still sucked. So there's that.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like you're I'm gonna be hopping on anytime soon.
You know what the best part of the show was? These pay-per-views normally start at 7, right? Go 11 or 11:30. This is over at 10:15.
Really?
This is only 3 hours and 15 minutes long as opposed to 4.5. Is
that with the pre-show? No.
With the pre-show, the Royal Rumble was 7.5 hours long. 7.5 hours. With the pre-show here, this was 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Is that just the matches or the entire pre-show?
It's from the moment the pre-show starts to the end of the
How many matches are there in the pre-show? I thought there were only 2 or 3.
Well, the 2-hour pre-shows have 2 matches. This 1-hour pre-show have 1 match.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed. And diddly doodly neighbor. Indeed. Let me ask you this. How are you going to put 2 commercials on here if we only have 1 segment? How's that work? Don't have any breaks.
Alright, do you have something else to talk about?
Alright, we're going to take a break and then we're going to come back and wrap it up.
Alright, guys. Just while we're on our break, you should look into following us on Instagram at BreakroomBS or on Twitter at BreakroomBS1.
And on YouTube, just look up Breakroom BS on YouTube. That's our YouTube channel. And, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
And make sure you listen for our upcoming show, which is probably going to be our next New Japan show, which I believe is Ichika's retirement show and then the Honor Rising tour. Yeah.
Oh, no, the Honor Rising tour. I canceled my subscription.
It's on New Japan's World.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
All right. See ya after this break.
Yeah.
So what is it? What is your favorite episode so far?
I really like the what was it called? Humbug. Humbug was really good.
This is the Christmas one.
No, Humbug was.
I'm
the
just kidding.
circus
I know
one.
what motherfucker. I know what the X-Files is. Don't you try and tell me. Just wait till you get to the episode that was banned from television. There's an episode that got
Was that the
banned.
9/11 one? No, that was the lone gunman, huh? Or the lone shooters.
I hate you. It's a little gunman, I guess that's what it was. There's an episode that was banned from Fox because it was too violent and fucked up. And they never showed it on Fox again.
Do you think it's on Hulu? Because that's what I'm watching it on.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You checked?
No, but I know it's there.
How do you know?
Because I know.
There's no way you can know.
It's season 4. It's one of the first couple episodes called Home.
It's
It's called Home. Not Holme, but Home.
you just pronounce it weird.
Yeah, what's the right way? Does that scare you?
Blue mist.
What? Is that
Blue
Bushi?
Mist. Bushi.
Bushi's Blue Mist. Wait, so what episode do you have next?
I watched that like Cala